I'm sitting here, right, man, meditating, and I just got served a 30-day notice, y'all. So, y'all, I just told y'all that these people, I literally just told y'all I knew they was gonna come again. Y'all remember when they tried to evict me? And I literally, I got on live and let y'all hear what that lady said, that she's not in the business of evicting their boss. And now this lady comes send a eviction notice again and give me 30 days. Y'all, my heart hurt so bad to see how disgusting people are, how people move to prove a point, to intimidate you. The fact that I'm struggling physically, I can't go to the doctor. They took my Medicaid, took my benefits, my food stamps, everything. My license, they suspended it yesterday. And this lady come now and tell me to vacate. And I didn't do nothing. I promise I didn't do nothing. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt, y'all. So I'ma just sit, I'ma prop y'all up, and I'ma continue to meditate right now. So this won't get me down. Yeah, I'm moving in slow motion because she just really stressed me out so bad, and my body is shutting the fuck. Reveals the unnecessary nature of their entire system. So I'm reacting to my notifications and I'm listening to Obsidian, and it says chosen ones, warning, dangerous fantasy. They don't know you, but they're watching you. Everything you've experienced has been preparing you for a specific mission. You're not meant to be the destroyer of false narratives. You're meant to be the creator of new realities. The intelligence you've gathered isn't ammunition for war. It's wisdom for building something incorruptible, something true, something that operates on entirely different principles than the corrupt systems you've observed. Your purpose is to show others that you can know the worst about humanity and still choose to create something beautiful. You can understand every form of betrayal and still choose to trust wisely. You can see all the corruption and still choose to build something pure. This isn't naivety. It's the highest form of power, the ability to transform darkness into light without being contaminated by it. The unique perspective you've gained from seeing behind all curtains makes you invaluable in your divine assignment. You understand what motivates people at their core. You know what fears drive them to desperate actions. You comprehend the wounds that make them wound others. I tell y'all, since my TikTok just my the live just cut off. So all of this happening, right? Tell me why my grandbaby daddy that never do nothing for my grandbaby talking about getting custody of my granddaughter, when literally this guy is facing a case because he lied to me about his age. This not only that, his mama told me it's on recording that I'll save it for court, right? Since they want to play. She told me that he's always been mentally unstable, and that the best thing for my daughter to do is to leave him alone because he's unstable. But you feel the need to say you gonna take my grandbaby from my daughter when you don't do nothing for her, when you literally told me you wanted to sign your rights over. He came all the way over here with his new baby mama to jump my daughter, and the police took my daughter to jail on her own property. When he's here with his license suspended, they let this guy, they didn't even take him to jail. Told him to leave his car in front of the house and have somebody come pick it up for him, and took my daughter to jail that day. Then he tell the cops, they actually wrote this as a report, that this young man was in fear of his life around my daughter when he was at our house. When he pulled up here, we wasn't even here. We was at the rheumatologist in Atlanta. It took us hours to get back. When I pulled up, he was outside with his new baby mama. Been bullying my daughter for the longest. But the cops actually wrote that on there, seeing this guy's age difference from my daughter. I didn't find out his real age until my granddaughter was born, because this fella lied to me. But they want to use him just like they use his auntie, who ended up being my tax preparer when she wasn't. It was a whole different guy the year before. But when I go there, this lady is there. His auntie took $800 from me.
This deep understanding doesn't make you vulnerable. It makes you invincible, because you can navigate any situation with perfect clarity. You're being positioned to...
It's ideal for them to use these people that like to use numbers and words, right? This young man's last name is Price.
Though not in traditional ways, your leadership will come through demonstration. Your influence will come through inspiration. Your power.
I couldn't believe he just said this the day before yesterday. He just said this the day before yesterday. When you literally told me several times that you wanted to sign your rights over because you didn't want no parts, right? That's what he told me. Now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you finna try to get custody of my granddaughter? Over what grounds? All right. Okay.
Through transformation, people will follow you.
Plus, he just went to jail. He was just in jail for a while, right? You get out with a new leaf in life because your mom, that's the Eastern Star, told you to get custody. When that same mom called my daughter and wanted to talk to me because he done beat her ass. But the same young man that beat your ass, you tell him to get custody of my granddaughter? Where was y'all when she had RSV? When me and her mom had to nurse her through? Okay.
Not because you demand it, but because you embody something they want to become. You represent possibilities beyond the limitations they've accepted. Your purpose extends beyond personal success. You're here to prove that power can exist without corruption. That success can happen without exploitation.
Yeah,
that influence
these
can
people
grow
just
without
gave
manipulation.
me
Your life becomes the evidence.
This is their eviction notice. No sheriff, no nothing. But I guess they could do it like this. That's what she said, right? That she told me that I have to leave in 30 days. Y'all, do I need to pull up all of these letters like this that they done gave me since the time I've been here? Because I saved them all. They have been trying to put me out for so long. I'm talking about plot after plot after plot. They went from my goddaughter that I was helping, that did not stay here, was only here on the weekends, then went to my dog that got pregnant and had puppies that I gave all away and said that I was violating my lease having dogs here, when literally my dog is on the lease. Literally, this program held my dog for me while I was in jail. Literally. But said my dog wasn't on the lease. They literally made me get my therapist write a note for me to have the dog here. It's been 4 years and you try to say my dog? Now I'm being problematic. When they ain't fixed nothing in the house, I still don't have a new refrigerator, still got a mini refrigerator that I had to pay for, that this lady, my goddaughter grandma, literally just took me to court to try to sue me. $1,200 for the mini refrigerator that I paid her for, and it didn't go in her favor. Come to find out, my goddaughter grandma cousin works at this place that's trying to kick me out. It's no coincidence. But my family said that this is all my fault because I'm talking about the brotherhood online. But well, if you know, It's because of the brotherhood. Why don't you help me out? It shows me who is who. And it explains why they are playing a possum. Crickets. Not one person offering me assistance. But they want to tell me on their own time how good of a person I am, how wonderful of a mother I am. You're contradicting what you're saying.
The way isn't the only way. Your existence invalidates their entire philosophy of power. A wave of recognition
All my
is
folks
spreading.
just called me, text me, talking about people sending them my videos of what I'm talking about online just 24 hours ago. And now I get an eviction notice.
Right now, not just about who you are, but about what you represent. You're becoming a symbol of what happens when someone refuses to be corrupted by the knowledge of corruption. When someone chooses to remain pure despite seeing all impurity. When someone decides to build rather than burn. This recognition is creating panic in certain circles. Your rise without revenge challenges their fundamental beliefs about power. Your success without sabotage questions their methods. Your peace without payback invalidates their approach to conflict. You're not just winning
Everybody
a game,
involved
you're
will
proving
get
the game
spiritual
itself
karma
is obsolete.
for
People
knocking
are beginning
this
to
girl
understand.
down that's surviving cancer. Everybody will get spiritual karma for this shit. This is some disgusting behavior to prove your power over somebody else when all you got to do is help them. You mean to tell me these people? I'm so hurt right now. I am so hurt. Like I just said on my TikTok live, I'm not worried about this lady trying to put me out. I am more hurt that family and friends ignore me. But they say they love me so much.
And that you represent a new paradigm. You're not the opposition to their system. You're the evolution beyond it. You're not.
They tried to take my car. They tried to get my car taken so many times. But I paid my car off, and now they see that they can't do that, so they want to take the house. They've been doing this for ages, centuries, way before me, way before my existence, and they continue because the devil can't come with nothing new. And it's funny that people don't notice this shit because they don't want to hear the truth, y'all.
Fighting against what exists,
Y'all, I'm
you're
sorry.
building what
I
comes
am very
next.
sad
This
right now.
distinction is crucial because it makes you impossible to defeat using their traditional methods. How do you fight someone who isn't fighting back? How do you defeat someone who's already transcended the battlefield? The recognition of your true position is causing realignments everywhere.
You see,
Some people
like I told them on TikTok, they mad because I called them and told them that that medicine that they prescribed me was giving me a migraine. Even though y'all, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, I took one of the pills, y'all, because I'm that person. I have anxiety, so I like to help myself, right? And I know I had them I put Jane down. That's the only thing that helps me. But I put it down because I saw these people coming from a mile, and I wanted my system to be clear of THC. So I stopped. It's been months. I have not smoked a blunt. Y'all, I've been smoking sativa only. Y'all know, because I've been showing y'all on live. They mad because they prescribed me something that I researched this medicine that was recalled. And it's crazy that they was able to prescribe it to me. This medicine that was recalled because people was complaining of heart failure. People was complaining that the medication was causing hallucinations. This medicine was causing, like, let's see who this was just calling me.
Your 50% discount on your monthly bill has been scheduled for removal because we haven't heard from you. This is your last chance to prevent this change. Please call us back at the number on your caller ID.
This is how they operate. They send all type of bill collectors. I don't even have this shit. I don't even have what they talking about, but they've been calling me every day. everybody. I can't believe my family fought me talking about it's because I how I'm driving. I got a photo ticket. I got photo tickets with an S in the mail. I didn't even get pulled the fuck over and my license is suspended from a photo fucking ticket. And I got fined. Then they charged me the same amount my daughter's tuition is.
Distancing themselves, knowing their methods won't work in the reality you're creating. Others are drawing closer, sensing the authenticity of your approach. The separation is happening naturally, without you having to choose sides or declare allegiances. We're approaching the moment where everything comes full circle. The same information that once felt like a burden is becoming your crown.
Y'all, if y'all have resources, please comment it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see the comments in the live. Y'all know I have an issue with looking at the comments, so I'm sorry. So if y'all could do me a favor and leave the comments, if y'all have resources, y'all could go ahead and leave it in the comments once I end the live. Plus I have a Gmail, ingamestalking1111@gmail.com. Y'all go ahead and email me right now if you have any resource, if you have any advice. Please let me know, because I'm multitasking in my mind right now, because I'm at a loss for words. I don't know. I don't understand this. How people can let this shit happen.
For weakness is
I
revealing
don't
itself as
understand
your
people.
strength. The same position they thought was insignificant is emerging as the most powerful position on the board. Those who tried to keep you small are about to watch you become larger than life. Those who attempted to dim your light are about to be blinded by your brilliance. Those who thought they had you figured out are about to discover they never knew you at all. This isn't revenge, it's revelation.
They keep me stagnant so that I can't do any of my creative ventures, so I can't help myself, so that I have no time for myself. Everybody moving at the same time. This is how I know who is who and what corporations incorporate this entire corrupt organization. That they move all at the same time to tear me down. And people want me to keep quiet so it could continue to happen to other people. Protecting this corrupt organization.
Who you really are is being revealed, and it's magnificent.
There they go.
Your
They just passed by again.
Shockwaves through realms
the people that just gave me this eviction notice, they done rolled by about 5 times, y'all. Plus, they followed me to the store, because before I got on this live, y'all, I walked to the store, and they followed me to the store, taking pictures of me. You can see on my TikTok live where I say these people taking pictures of me. For what? They're trying to make me look like a bad person, a problematic person. When I stay to myself. I don't bother nobody. But that's the goal. They want people that's on the list to look problematic, so that, because they gotta explain to the Supreme Court of why, of what techniques they're using to help these people that they feel like are problematic. They have to make it stick. But see, they got people like me that shouldn't be on this list. And they stage things for you. But they don't want me to tell people the truth. Even my folks are punishing me and beating my ass because I'm talking about it. Because they want to protect their things that these people give them, that the mayor went to my family's house and gave them a gift card. My folks, one of my folks just told me this, that the mayor came to their house way in Miami, right while all of this is happening to me. It explains why you want to condemn me. It explains why you want to hurt my feelings and say this is my fault.
Can't even see. Every level of reality is adjusting to accommodate who you're becoming.
I told you, they want me to look like Tyra Spalding, y'all.
Itself around your elevation. This isn't just personal success.
They sacrificed that girl. Allegedly, they sacrificed that girl because it's so many similarities. That's why I felt so bad and attached to Tyra Spalding, because the fact y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, man.
This will give you goosebumps.
The similarities, the fact that the Disney Channel and all of these other celebrity organizations got all of my fucking footages of these people having me do Colgate. I'm talking about all type of jingles and shit. Have me enter and beauty pageants. and they took that girl out. That's why I knew exactly what it was, because I was going through things in my life that they was fucking with, and then plastered that girl all online. And YouTube, you put it in my feeds. They told me what was gonna happen to me. Plus, they sent me all the way to Alabama in a sundown town, y'all. And the GPS fucked up on me. This just happened last week. Or the day before I stopped driving my car, 2 weeks ago. Literally. And I literally bro, I bypassed some shit happening to me that day. When I come out, there's police officers staked out on each corner. They didn't expect me to make it out. But people say I'm paranoid. This a whole sundown town. Is documented. And people don't believe me. That makes me sad. Because you want something bad to happen to me.
I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. Are you really chosen? Prove it. It's easy to watch videos about chosen ones. It's another thing to put yourself to the test. If you're still here, that means something. But talk is cheap. Real chosen ones take action. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise.
They move so strategically to isolate me from all of my resources, from all of my loved ones, have people upset with me for being needy when they are the ones that's making me needy to begin with. And then people shy away and don't take note to what I'm saying. This is what's happening to so many people every day.
We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve divine justice. You put on the headphones, press play, and watch your enemies choke on the rope their own lies created. If you're done consuming and ready to prove you're chosen...
I gotta call this lady again. I'm so hurt right now. She's forwarding my call now, but it's okay. Since their calls are being monitored.
Please leave your message for...
So here, hey, Miss Allison, this is Valencia again. I'm calling because this really put a damper on my heart. Like, I'm really sad that these people would stoop so low. They know that I'm battling cervical cancer. They know what I'm up against. And the fact that they would want to put me and my autistic daughters out and call me problematic when I never took y'all to court, when they put me in this moldy house. I've been fixing stuff on my own. Do you know they haven't even replaced my refrigerator yet? They haven't. Miss Penny promised me that she was going to get me to transfer. She never gave me that paperwork. And they keep passing by the house while I'm on the phone with you. These people keep passing by. You guys need to investigate Miss Penny and what she got going on, because she coming off to me as racist. Because I didn't do nothing to her but be kind to her. After she told me out her own mouth, if she put an eviction in, I won't be able to get nobody to rent to me. So this is her goal, so I could be messed up. How do you do that to somebody? I don't bother nobody. I stay to myself. I'm really hurt, Miss Allison, and I hope that you do the right thing and you call them and tell them that they wasn't supposed to do that. And I would gladly appreciate if you call me back. So this gonna be my last call. I know it's after 5, and so I'm gonna give you time, and I'm gonna pray on that you do the right thing for this family, because we don't deserve this.
To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, press 2. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To mark urgent, press 1. Message marked urgent. To replay your message has been sent. Thank you for calling.
So Is Help Me Howard in Georgia? Who do I call? Because now they want me to act on this shit. Now I've been possum for so long, allowing the angels to work for me. But now I'm gonna move in action with my ancestors, right? To get this whole program exposed for their deeds, to condemn this home that they put us in.
Start your destiny engine for $1 today. Join the Obsidian Inner Order live checks and watch divine justice accelerate in your life.
I
Link in the
upgraded.
description.
I made upgrades to this house with my money, my broke money. Something that these people couldn't even do for us. They couldn't have the integrity to do that for us. But you want to put us out.
The knowledge you carry will never leave you, but its weight has transformed into wings. What once held you down now lifts you up.
So,
what once made you heavy.
Thank you, Father. So my therapist that out of nowhere left this whole facility, right? Because I feel like he saw what they was doing to me. This guy left in my notes that housing causes anxiety for me. Not having stable housing causes anxiety for me, that I'm perfectly fine and that therapy is as needed for me. It's not mandatory. They don't like that he did that. This man out of nowhere, after he did that, he come to me and I come to my last session with him. He's walking on crutches, leg messed up, and tell me that was his last day.
Now makes you untouchable. What once felt like burden now feels like blessing. You've alchemized information into wisdom, secrets into strength, intelligence into invincibility. The prophecy being fulfilled isn't just about your individual rise, it's about what your rise represents. The victory of truth over deception, the triumph of authenticity over performance, the supremacy of creation over destruction. Your success
My
becomes
body's
evidence
shutting
that the
down right
universe
now because
ultimately
I'm so
favors
stressed
truth,
out.
even when lies seem to dominate temporarily. Chosen one, look at where you are now compared to where you started.
Yes.
They still watch you with a mixture of fear and fascination, but now you understand the game completely. You're not dangerous because of what you could say. You're dangerous because of what you've become. You're not powerful because of what you could reveal. You're powerful because of what you've transcended. The same people who underestimated you are now trying to understand you. The same ones who overlooked you are now unable to look away. The same forces that opposed you are now scrambling to align with you. But you move beyond their reach, beyond their understanding, beyond their ability to affect your trajectory. Your silence continues to echo through their nightmares. Your success will haunt them more than any exposure would have. Your peace will disturb their chaos for the rest of their lives. You've won a war without fighting a battle. You've achieved victory without engaging in conflict. You've demonstrated that the highest form of power is the power to rise above the need for power over others. This is your moment.
This is a sign of jealousy, that you would try to put this young lady out for no reason. This is a form of jealousy, that it don't matter how much money you have, people will still be jealous of you having more money than you.
Everything they tried to prevent is happening anyway. Everything they tried to block is flowing freely. Everything they tried to destroy has become indestructible. You know way too much, and that makes you dangerous. But more importantly, you know exactly who you are, and that makes you unstoppable. The universe conspired to put you in the perfect position
my heart
to witness
is
their
pounding
corruption,
right now.
so you
Can't
could
y'all tell
rise
my
as
heart
living
pounding
proof that
right now?
truth doesn't need to be spoken to change everything. Your existence is the revelation.
And I can't go to the hospital because I'm traumatized by those bills. They just sent me $1,200 after $1,500 bill for the emergency room. So therefore I can't go be seen for my heart caving in right now. These people are destroying my health, stressing me out. When that doctor told me 15 years ago that if I live a stress-free life, I could outlive the date he gave me of this taking me out, of cancer taking me out. And they continue to stress me every day.
exposure, your peace is the ultimate power move. You've become dangerous in the most beautiful way possible, not as someone who destroys, but as someone who demonstrates that there's something beyond destruction, something beyond revenge, something beyond the games they play. You've become the embodiment of transcendence itself, and that chosen one is why you're their worst nightmare and the universe's greatest victory.
Okay, let's talk numbers. Let's talk even better Revlon Color Silk. Still 100% gray coverage and zero.
So I'm going down my notifications right now. This is 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna listen to this real quick. Like, I'm trying to calm my nerves. My heart is pounding. My heart is pounding.
And it cost you almost everything, or so it seemed.
They want to bring this to me right now while my license is suspended. My registration is expired because they expired it for a fine that I knew nothing about.
People who pushed you away are realizing their mistake. They're backtracking, scared of losing you over delusions and fear of not measuring up. Fear that was masked as truth.
So this Astral Autumn on YouTube, it say chosen ones that are backtracking, scared of losing you, and fear of not measuring up, mask as the truth.
They always knew you were right, but they weren't ready to pay the price truth demanded. You didn't just reject one toxic person, you shattered an entire illusion. Multiple people were depending on to avoid their own reflection. The same mouths that accused you are now trying to undo their words. Spirit is showing you every door that closed, every separation, was alignment, not punishment. Justice is unfolding, and truth is reclaiming its ground. Someone sympathized with this vulnerable figure because of how desperately they needed to villainize you. They needed to make it about you, needed to blame you for their person lying to them, cheating on them, two-timing them. The fact that you simply accepted the truth, especially if this toxic person was your ex, was absolutely earth-shattering to the defender. So they started villainizing you. And whoever's around you now, these new energies, these third parties, they've had a hard time sympathizing with you too. But here's what's about to crack wide open. From the outside, the way this vulnerable figure presents themselves is very plausible. People relate to them, just not in the way they think they do. They believe they're relating to the scorned ex, the cheated on spouse, the dumped one, the person who wasn't chosen, the one who was less attractive. They think they're resonating with surface-level victim status, but the truth cuts deeper. What they're actually resonating with is the denial of truth itself. Deep down, every person who sided against you is fighting with their own intuition. Their inner voice is screaming something at them, and they can almost taste it. It's about you, about the truth of who you really are. But accepting that truth asks them to shed a victimhood identity they've been carrying, not just vicariously through this vulnerable figure, but in their own lives, and that's terrifying. That's why they chose the lie, not because it was more believable, because it was safer. You could be a mystery to them. You might keep things to yourself. You might be honest, but it still doesn't explain the way you move to people who don't understand frequency. Here's what's about to be revealed, and this is where everything turns. You need to pause and give yourself
so
credit.
much on my mind.
You have suffered the negative influence
I got
of your
so
ascension.
much on my mind,
You've
man.
paid the price for
These people
operating
got
at a higher frequency.
Man,
but you have yet
these people got me battling so many things that they just set up in my life all at one time. Fixing my license, fixing my daughter's situation with her school. This guy is threatening to take my grandbaby in custody, right? Like, I'm trying to get my Medicaid back so I could go get my braces for my legs so that I could continue to do orders, because I've been falling out there, y'all, doing orders, like literally. And they do this to me right now. Not nobody that say they love me have reached out to me yet. But when they do reach out to me, they blame me for talking about the program. I never understood. I didn't know that it mattered so much, something that you don't care about, because you tell me, you contradict and say, don't nobody care about no Freemasons that you keep talking about, and you wonder why your life is the way it is. It's your fault you keep talking about this online. So you contradicting. So why, first of all, why does this matter to you if you don't care about it? And how are they messing with me if they not messing with me? Huh? Make it make sense.
To taste the positive outcome. You can't control people's actions, but what you can control is about to become very clear. You've become a spiritual overachiever. You might not even notice this. You might think people are confused about you. But they're not confused. Listen carefully. They are not confused about you. They're scared that they may not be able to match the ask of your energy.
So God's freedom warrior in the comments said, punished by an entire family for telling God's truth. Yes, you are talking about my wife for 24 years who walked away due to my higher frequency. I gave her all into God. Anyone can fix her, God can. Ben Moore said, complicity through cowardice. No greater truth has ever been spoken. Tori said, yes, some need recovery. Most of them need a therapist. Lipasi said, today, nothing she does or say no longer affects me or hold me down. I break free from all curses. Amen. I'm no longer bounded to the mother and her manipulation, her betrayals, and her curse. They got married under my name. False marriage. I don't understand. They lost me a long time ago. They need to leave me alone. Whoever they... excuse me. My body is shutting down right now. I can't... What is...
And whoever this person is that's been fighting their intuition, these people who've been wanting to sympathize with the vulnerable figure, they're beginning to realize something critical. Maybe this vulnerable figure is actually wounded in ways that make them dangerous. Maybe this person needs to step back and take care of themselves, because they've been advocating for a scoundrel. They've been advocating for your ex, or their child, or their partner. They've been championing someone who has been actively hurting them. And instead of facing that,
Sharon Wickedness said, Sharon Wickens said the toxicity was the government, the military, and it's lost all honor, all credibility, in respect to run terrorism and mighty grade drug supply. That's all there is left. They wanted me to know it was all them. I do now. They seem to have taken a liking to Satan and evil for nothing more than drug supply. It's how they took control of the military. Its intelligence got them addicted, and now that seems to be all there is. With love and respect, as always, from Sharon, the country was the experimentation, starting with military. Julie said, confusion, please stop the tug of war. I've been through hardships. Most will crumble under. I speak for me and I stand for truth. I surrender with you, God.
truth, they went about hurting people who
Let me
stood up
see if
for
my
themselves
grandbaby woke
against
up.
this person. This could be a maternal figure if you're resonating with a family situation.
Epic has over 40,000 books that kids love to read, including Epic Originals, stories that...
But the energy is fluid. What matters is this. These people are beginning to understand the task. They're starting to see what's required to exist in your frequency. And this is where their fear becomes palpable. The fear of not measuring up to what you represent. Because you didn't just walk away from toxicity. You walked away and thrived. You set a standard that exposed everyone else's willingness to settle. You created a benchmark that makes their compromises visible. And now they're looking at themselves and wondering if they have what it takes to exist in your world. This fear is what's driving the backtracking. Not love. not sudden moral clarity. Fear. Fear that you've evolved so far beyond them, that the gap is unbridgeable. Fear that they wasted precious time defending lies while you were building truth. Fear that their choice to stay comfortable has cost them access to someone operating at a frequency they're not sure they can match. This fear is masked as concern, masked as reconciliation, masked as them finally seeing
right
the
now,
truth. But underneath
they're having a party across the street now. And what I notice is like every time something like this happen, it's a party across the street from an organization. These aren't regular people that's throwing the party across the street. These 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 people put up bounce houses and shit. It's like they celebrating.
all is the terror that they're about to lose something irreplaceable because they chose delusion over reality. Spirit is giving you specific instructions right now. Step back, absorb, express yourself, even your anger. Not reactive explosions, but genuine expression of how you actually feel. This is going to help people understand what you're defending, help them resonate with what they need to step up to. Because the frequency you're on is making people feel like they can't walk beside you. But here's the revelation. They're also having a hard time letting you go.
Man, let me tell y'all, my chest is pounding right now. Like these people are attempted murder, because they making my body shut down every time they do this type of shit to me. Everybody should be at an uproar seeing this happen to somebody like me. It could happen to anybody, but people just let it go on because they scared to speak the truth, thinking that it's none of their business when it is. It could happen to you. How could you let this young lady go through this and not try to help her with nothing? I don't have no family. I don't want nobody to affiliate themselves with me. So me trying to protect them, I stopped talking about this online for months, so long, to protect my folks, because they was getting bullied by people, but they don't care for me. They ignore me and leave me to dry. But you care so much for me. People that love each other, they help you no matter what. The fact that this program reached out to my family members, my mama and my auntie, when I first moved in, it lets me know why certain people don't want to do shit. They reached out to my folks, literally, because DCF, they actually reached out to them way before I got into the place, because DCF, once I finessed DCF when they was trying to take my girls, I said, hey, I got a place that not knowing these people corrupt too, and give them the information like, hey, call them, they'll tell you I got a place. They just waiting to move me. Ever since then, all hell broke loose. Then I get a call from a family member. Oh, those people called me. They were so nice. They trying to help you out. No, no, they never was.
They don't want to lose you. And in this tension, your energy has been getting siphoned subtly.
Then the only duplexes they offered me, one was 305. 305, that's where I'm from. I saw the similarities. 305 is where I'm from. That was a better unit than this one. And they told me I couldn't get it because something paperwork didn't go through. Then they like, oh, we got the perfect place for you. We know you would like it. They talking about this one. It's the same unit number. I won't tell you until I move. It's the same unit number of a home. Look, they just passed by again. It's the same unit of a unit number of an apartment I had in Atlanta on Garby Road, Alexandria Landings, that put my stuff out illegally while I was at work.
This isn't a fear-based message. The energy of the people afraid of losing you is shifting. It's coming from them.
And everybody said, it's my fault. It's my fault. This all they want to do. This all they know how to do is take from people. They can't let you just go down by yourself from your own deeds and karma. They gotta fuck with you because a person like me get good karma. Storks falling on my lap, and my family so jealous of me. It shows now. I've been protecting them for so long. Fuck them. Because you so jealous of me, it shows that you can't bless me to make sure I keep things, to make sure I'm not in panic mode, to make sure I'm healthy, to make sure I'm happy, no matter what's going on. That's a sign of true love.
What feels like
But
a
the fact that you blame me for something that I didn't do, it takes it to a different level of no love.
real relationship or friendship or bond with you, they feel like it's up to them, like it's their responsibility to take care of their side of the road. Some people are going to come into this energy and try to backpedal, but not by putting themselves back in a past timeline and acting how their higher self would
So,
have required.
Astro Autumn, my heart is pounding right now. This is confirmation. This is alignment. I needed to hear this. I'ma like this and hype the video up. Y'all, if y'all want to listen to that video, y'all can go ahead. It's from Astral Autumn. But now I'ma go live on my other channel on Valenciaga so that I could get my subscribers to help me out. These people want to see me down so fucking bad. They want to see me down so bad. So y'all, so I just got a letter while I was on live. Some of y'all probably was on TikTok with me when these people came to serve me. Literally, they giving me 30 days to vacate, and I didn't do shit. My heart pounding out of my chest. I'm so sad. My life is so sad. Like I don't got nobody, y'all. So I'm asking y'all if anybody could help me out, y'all. Listen, my cash app is give me real love. I do have Chime. I do have PayPal. I got like I wasn't prepared for this, so I don't know it on the top of my head. But I will link it in the video after this. Y'all, if y'all have any resources, y'all go ahead and leave it in the comments. To y'all who want to converse with me and talk to me personally and give me resources, my email is ngangstalking1111@gmail.com. Y'all personally can talk to me and write me. I'm at a loss for words because before all of this happened, I started to reach out to family and friends, y'all, asking them to help me because they suspended my license yesterday for I'm talking about photo tickets that I didn't even get pulled over for photo tickets, y'all, and a fine I didn't know nothing about. Now I can't drive my car, and this lady just served me this. It's not even a real eviction letter. She just served me and told me I gotta get out in 30 days, and I didn't do nothing, y'all. These people ain't even replaced my refrigerator. These people ain't give me the paperwork to transfer. They were supposed to transfer me months ago, and they bullying me right now. And yeah, I know my family and friends telling me it's my fault because I'm talking about the brotherhood. But so y'all gonna keep quiet and continue to let corrupt people operate like this on people like me when I don't bother nobody. I stay to myself. I'm a sweet person. I don't deserve this, y'all. So I'm asking y'all, if y'all have anything to contribute to me and my girls, I would gladly appreciate it. Even resources, y'all. Like I can't fathom to think that we might have to go to a shelter and have to take my girls through that. They traumatized with the last shelter that put us out, and they literally went to DCF after that. Like those people took my girls, y'all. I know y'all, please don't stare at my missing teeth and don't stare at the hairs in my face. I'm being authentic to tell y'all that I'm going through so much corruption right now. My hair looks like Maggie, and that's a compliment, y'all. Like, this is a serious topic, y'all, what I'm talking about. So, like, disregard uh trolling me right now. My heart is heavy right now. My chest is beating so bad right now, y'all. Like, thank you for making me smile though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So I'm not a guy, I'm a woman, y'all. So to y'all that's been supporting me, thank y'all for the hearts. To y'all that's been supporting me and been watching me, I really appreciate y'all. Like, all I've been trying to do is make a living for me and my girls. And I got a lot of corruption going on right now. So I'm asking y'all from the kindness of my heart and from the kindness of yours, if y'all can help with any resources or anything, please email me in gangstalking 1111 at gmail.com, or you can go ahead and leave whatever resources in my comments after I end the live, because I'm not sure if I could see these comments once I end the live, but I'm really watching these, I'm reading your comments. So if you have any advice, any type of resources, please reach out. So I got 30 days to vacate. I've called I've called their higher up that I spoke to in March when they tried to put me out then. The lady that told me that she's not in the business of evicting anybody. Uh I've called her, but she didn't answer. So now it's after 5. I know that she's probably off now. So I'm gonna call her again tomorrow. Hopefully she'll reach out to me and tell me, hey, they can't do this, and say what she said last time. And give me time to get out, because on that token I still need to move, because if they could come like this so hard, then it's not safe for me and my girls to be here. So I'm really like sad right now, because I got family and friends that watch me online and threaten me of talking about this. That is, they got people sending videos to them about what I'm talking about. But what's crazier than me is that what I'm talking about is true. That I'm in a sundown town that's ganging up on me, and nobody want to listen to what I'm talking about. So that's all I really wanted to say. If you guys want to help us out, I gladly appreciate it. The angels salute you for helping when nobody else would, y'all. So um I'ma just sit it right here, because it's not charging. Y'all, my body is shutting down because I am so stressed out. Like, I am so stressed out. I'm about to take ibuprofen. I'm not gonna do it on live because I know that I don't know how this stuff works. But I'm gonna take 2 ibuprofens right now, because my bones hurt so bad. That's what those people just passed by again. They trying to intimidate me. There they go again. They just rolled by the turn back around. Excuse me. My body is shutting down, and I'm really panicking because I can't go to the emergency room because they shut my Medicaid off. Like, I know I keep saying it, but it's bothering me because I'm a person that keep up with my health. I go to my appointments and I haven't been in months. Last time I took my granddaughter to the doctor's office, I had to tell my doctor of my issues and couldn't be seen because my Medicaid is off. I entrusted my doctor. Shout out to you, babe. What's up? I'm sorry that your daughter passed away the same day my granddaughter was born. I'm sorry, but don't 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 work with corrupt people to go against somebody you know is sweet and kind. You knew me for so long. I entrusted you to write Medicaid, to send whatever facts over to show that Miss Avant needs to be checked on. She needs to be seen. I just got my x-rays back from my legs. What's funny is they took it right after those x-rays showed that my bones fucked up and that I need braces, not on just one leg. Now I need it on both legs and my arms, on my wrists. Man, man. Then food stamps just sent another letter, so which means they not finna give me my food stamps in 2 days. You see how they move, y'all? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Plus, I reached out to family and told them, listen, I've been having to go to the food pantry to get food every day just so I could feed the girls. I've been making dumplings and anything I can make out of flour. I got a bunch of donuts and croquettes and all type of shit that I made last night in a big bowl. Just here you guys go, treats in case you need snacks. And a pot of dumplings with rice and beans, because I got hella beans. I boiled down beans and fried them as meat patties. I gotta go through this, but see, look, they try to campaign me to look like a bad mom, but these other moms that they should be worried about would never be adaptive like me, because my kids gonna eat whether I got money or not. I know how to go to these food pantries. It makes sense now why my granddaughter dad, the same one who said he was gonna sign over his rights from day one, that never did a goddamn thing for my grandbaby, didn't come see the baby when she was battling RSV, had grandma and mom nurse her through. All of a sudden, you tell me your mom told you to get custody of the baby. Same mom that told me you been unstable your whole life. She called my daughter the day you beat her ass. But your mom told you to get custody of the baby out of nowhere when you was just saying over and over that you gonna sign your rights over. My baby ain't put you on child support, no nothing, but you say you want to take custody of the baby. What happened that fast? When you lied to me about your age and I spared you. So you really want this to go to court so I could prove to them that you ran into my last car trying to clip my daughter off the road in front of my house. That I don't have that car anymore, that you need to pay me for now. You need to pay me back child support for helping my daughter. I've been taking up your slack. But you feel like you have some authority because somebody's in your ear that you could literally take the baby when you drinking bleach. Sorry. No, not alleged. This is what the mama told me. So you mean to tell me that the court's gonna favor in your favor because my daughter autistic? Because that's the only thing you could say, that she's autistic. So you feel the need to take the baby from her when you called the police and had the police say that you're in fear of your life for my daughter when you was literally at my house with your girlfriend trying to jump my daughter, and the police literally took my daughter to jail on her own property. When they didn't ask him, why are you here? When I literally said so many times, I asked this young man to leave. He's not allowed here. From the last thing he did with my daughter, he know he can't come here. And they overlook what I said. Didn't question, didn't say shit. Just handcuff my daughter. and told him because his license suspended to leave the car in front of the house and find somebody to pick it up and let him leave. Then after you go to jail for a few months and get out, now all of a sudden you have a new leaf in life and you want to take my granddaughter. But let me guess, the family gonna say it's my fault, right? When I was just trying to be a mom because this young man had my daughter climbing out of the window and he was sneaking in my home. So many times I got up and say, what the fuck are you doing in here, young man? So he started to respect me after he saw I wasn't playing games. Then I didn't find out his real age until my granddaughter was born. But they want to threaten me. This same young man who last name is Price, his auntie last name Price, took $800 from me while I was filing my taxes. That she come in after this, the people that I've been dealing with since I've been with me this man's information that he went to jail on fraud. That's something you wasn't supposed to speak on. Only for me to find out when my taxes dropped on my account that you took $800 from me. And I didn't sue you, Miss Price. But everybody's saying what I'm talking about is far-fetched. The world's so scared to speak the truth and stand up for truth. They feel like they exempt because these people send them sponsorship deals, because these people promote them online and advertise their videos like they do. Then they pick at people like me. You can't even get 100 views when it's obvious YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook capping my views. But you can't be kind. You notice that they capped online, but what did you do to help them progress online? Nothing. You mocked them. This is what's happening. Because people are so intimidated. When you speak the truth, they panties get in a bunch and they try to shut you down real quick. I'm so hurt. I am so hurt. Y'all, I know y'all gonna send these videos to my family. Send them this. Y'all let me down, babe. Y'all let me down, babe. I reached out to y'all when I sensed this with my witch senses, like y'all call me, right? I sensed this shit because I saw how they was moving with everything else. Do y'all know that they sent me to a sundown town? Yeah, you know, because I told y'all. But y'all say I'm paranoid. They sent me to a sundown town where my app glitched on me, phones powered off on me. I was lost on the top of a mountain where people were following me, where that angel blessed me and helped me. That when I came out, there was corrupt police officers staked out. They didn't expect me to make it out. And then a week and a half later, I get served the eviction notice. Right before this car tried to sideswipe me off the road. Literally, I had to bypass that bitch and yield to the right. And they ended up clashing together. I can't make this up. But people saying what I'm talking about is far-fetched. They don't have enough love in their heart to help this young lady out. Forget the fact that I'm being strategically sabotaged and financially drained. The fact that I'm battling cancer and that nobody want to see me smile, to see me living comfortable, to help me out. They would rather mock the obvious that I'm broke, but can't help me out. You contradict what you talking about. So you see a person struggling and you can't help them out. And you think that the angels exempt you to these situations. No, you're now in alliance with the corrupt organizations that are continuing to bully me. What did I do? So you talking about because I'm talking about this is why they bothering me? If they wasn't doing, if what I'm talking about is a lie, they won't come so hard at me. Did you think that far? Can you comprehend that far to understand that you even contradict what you mean? So if she's paranoid, schizophrenic, delusional, whatever you want to call it, then why are these people showing up and blackmailing me, retaliating against me, if they're doing nothing to me? That's not how it works. They won't do shit. Bro, y'all probably could hear my chest beating right now. My heart is skipping a beat right now. And these people stressing me out. My daddy had a heart attack last year because similar things was happening to him, and he had a heart attack. We was having a heart attack the same time I had just got out the emergency room when they called me and told me my daddy had passed away. Mind you, we were just on the phone, and I was telling him that because I was having them back to back. And he said, "Boo, I want you to take care of yourself because your dad not feeling good either. And I think I need to get checked because I might be having a heart attack too." That's exactly what he told me before he passed away. Before he passed away, he apologized and said, "Boo, I see what you talking about online. I promise you my daddy never believed me, y'all. He was telling me that he was talking like my mama and everybody else was talking. And then I don't know what gave him a change of heart. He called me and said he wanted to come stay with me. And I told him I couldn't because I couldn't have nobody stay with me. He said, "Nah, boo, I got to come down there and protect you. I believe you. I promise y'all." He said, "I believe you. What you talking about, I see what you talking about." And they took my daddy out. But see, my daddy went out as a warrior, the most valuable player. Just like my uncle went. My uncle went when I was in that shelter. He went all the way to Homestead just to be there to monitor me. And I watched them beat my uncle up, put him down in handcuffs when he ain't did shit that day. I witnessed that shit. My uncle that was born in 66, they took him out. A off-duty police officer in Broward took my uncle out because what nobody's screaming is that my uncle told me he had a little date with an off-duty. He told me that. An off-duty sheriff, he told me that. "Oh, Lentz, I'm about to," because he had a nurse. He had a nurse that he was talking to, right? And this unmarked police sheriff had interest in him. And he said, "I'm gonna go out with her." He wasn't even interested with her. But I know he went out with her that day. And what's funny, everybody talking about it was over drugs and all that. So if it was that off-duty sheriff, she was into it too. Because what happened to that lady? Because he literally told me. Then he passed away. They literally STAB my uncle. And nobody got arrested for this. You know why? They're not gonna arrest their own. I blame my uncles and everybody that's a part of this Freemason organization. Yeah, y'all, I'm talking to you. I blame y'all for wanting to move up the ladder in life. That you caused these people to mess with me and my life. That you took bribes and don't realize that you're non-exempt, bitch. Because guess what? You got the same blood flow that run through me. They took your own to my uncles. They took your mama out. My grandma told me that Jews, listen, let me tell y'all the truth. This is what they don't want y'all to hear because they gonna end this live. Let me tell y'all something else. My grandma, before she was poisoned in her home, she talked. I'm gonna talk about this since you ain't want to help me out, right? I've been reaching out to you for so long, right? My uncle that live in her house right now, my grandma, when I used to go visit her, she said, "Look at that old mank. He go across the street every day, monitoring, waiting for me to DIE so he could take my house, and he's living in there." The same family that said grandma was suffering dementia and was crazy. Same tactics they use on me for speaking about this shit. They said grandma was going through dementia because she was saying that those old Jews was peeking in her window while she sleep at night. That I took it. I made it my business because listening to family say grandma was going through dementia. I went there and I spent nights with her and I saw it for myself. I saw it with my own eyes. People peeking at in the window that I said, grandma, grandma, I screamed one night. Grandma, grandma, somebody looking through the window. And she said, come on, get it. Come in. I had to sleep with her. It makes sense why everybody blamed my daddy. My Freemason uncles blamed my daddy and said that my daddy robbed my grandma when her hip was broke. My grandma told me out her own mouth that that wasn't my daddy. And I didn't believe her then. It took for my daddy to pass away after he told me about my Freemason stepdaddy. I then thought about it like, hold up, grandma did tell me in that house that that wasn't my dad. She was positive too, that it wasn't him. She said it was those old Jews. Those old Jews been messing with you. This is what Granny said to the family members who tried to turn my dad against me. Granny said that those old Jews been messing with my daddy for so long that they separated my mom and him. Here we go. That's not what they want you to hear. That my grandma said that they was trying to poison her a day before she started throwing up blood in her home and passed away. But see, my Freemason uncles and my Eastern Star and aunties and family, they couldn't even help their mom. But see, look, their mom is in a spiritual realm, protecting me, guiding me to expose them. But they say it's my fault. But it started way before I was born. That granny told me that when my mom was born with salmonella, with her legs fused the motherfucking together, and it's funny that she's not even on the record of having it, bitch. That these Jews tried to take her from her and told her they wanted to put her in an all-girls home. They tried to blame her salmonella on grandma drinking, and she said that her own aunt had the same condition and never drunk a day in her life. That it made my mama so embarrassed to who she is because she thought that my grandma drinked and gave her her condition. Here you go, Mom. I'm helping you. That my Freemason stepdaddy was facing 20 years along with my Freemason baby daddy. Both ironically facing 20 years get out of nowhere and start fucking with me. Soon as my girl's dad get out, he started beating my ass when he never put his hands on me. After complaining that they was taking my photos while he was in there, after complaining they won't let him talk to me while he was in there, he was in there complaining that they was holding my letters from him. That they had him in a holding cell for months. And I spoke up for him and got him out, but you can't even protect me while you out. I try not to talk about this, but I won't say your name because all y'all ever do is sue people when they speak the truth. So I won't even give you the satisfaction to say your name because it's freedom of speech. I can speak about anything, right? That's involving me. That this guy tried to do the same thing my grandbaby daddy is trying to do now. But see, the funny part is when my girl's dad tried to take my girls from me, DCF called me from Georgia and said, you got to come get the kids now because we can't have him have them. So ever since then, he been making me suffer. Don't help me with shit. Then I get online and try to lie for him. When you send me 20 or 50 every now and then. But see, I'm a grateful bitch, so I really meant that. Because I saw that he was trying to do right. But sending me $100 every blue moon. Not every month, not every week, every fucking blue moon. And never put you on child support. When he told everybody I put him on child support when I never put him on child support. No, he choked my ass up in front of everybody outside. And a Samaritan called the police. And they put a restraining order, tried to force me to put him on child support. And then told me I was the weakest link. Goodbye. I'm the reason why these guys don't get held accounted for. When I told them the only reason I didn't want to force him is because it's my spiritual belief to not force somebody to do something they know they supposed to do, because I want the angels to work for me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna smoke this other black. I'm really stressed out. I'm really stressing right now. I'm panicking right now. How you beat somebody down that's trying in their life, but because everything they tried to do didn't work, they want to shut me down, and nobody care about what I'm talking about. You so focused on my delivery and my characteristic, calling me crazy when I'm so smart. I told my folks and my Eastern Star and family members and Freemason Brotherhood uncles, I told them, I wrote a lot of these folks and told them, if y'all want to protect these people, protect me first. I would never speak about these people if y'all set up some type of support for me, because I'm struggling, I'm battling cancer, I'm not able-bodied like y'all. But instead, they send their brotherhood to fuck with their own folks, to shut me up, to teach me a lesson. So now, it ain't no my granny in the spirit realm no more protecting them. Baby girl, don't protect them. Expose them. They didn't protect me when I told them that these Jews was fucking with me. They said I was crazy, and I see them doing the same thing to you. So don't spare them, because the spiritual realm is exposing them. Here we go, guys. I'm sorry. I expected love, y'all. I expected people to care for me. Whether you believe what I'm talking about or not, you see me stressed out. So that should give you more ample room to say, let us help this girl out, because we do know that she's battling cervical fucking cancer. But they hate me so much. Fuck the brotherhood. What about the fact she still need help? So you just gonna ignore her because she talk about the brotherhood? That's obvious. It's so evident that they are sabotaging my life. And you sit there and don't do shit. This was happening online. This was happening in the communities. People are afraid to support people like me because they're afraid to lose things. Well, our voices matter. If we all team up together, we can get this program, these organizations shut down to where you can be yourself and speak your mind freely without being sabotaged. But they can't comprehend that far to comprehend that far. They so stuck, they worse than our fallen fathers, right? Because that's what they are. That took these bribes from these colonizers and tricked your folks off the map, literally. And said, well, this is the way life is comfortable. We have to live like this, or else they're going to blackmail us, and they're going to take everything. They're going to take the saddles, the horses, the tents. So they just blended in. But see, those ancestors in the rim, they begging for us to change things, to help them transcend for things they had no clue about. But then people continue to play with power as if they're more powerful than you, because they have money from the leaves that they took down that gave us oxygen. And you use that very oxygen against people like me that's living in alignment, that's blessing people in their communities, that's helping people when they're down themselves. That's not how the universe works. Then people say, I'm getting instant karma. How is it that I'm getting instant karma when the angels are blessing me, when your organization fucks with me? So that means the fruit that you guys speak of was never really fruit at all. Because from what my perception, the devil blesses his children as well. So don't get this misconstrued with God's blessings. Because me, I'm favored. Even when these people come against me, y'all gonna see. Y'all see how they just came hard, sent me an eviction notice, suspended my license, gave me a bunch of fines. you're going to see me still elevate, because God, he's favoring me for never surrendering, for speaking up for truth, speaking up for people that can't even justify their truth. And you get mad at me for doing something you should have the balls to do. But you're so scared because society use fearmonger tactics to make you compliant, to make you be in compliance with to whatever they want you to do. So that knocks you off of your journey. And the reason you were reincarnated in this realm to recreate your wrongs in your past life. Now you're in the mix and in alignment, in alliance with people that are causing chaos for others. That's not helping their neighbors. That's mocking their neighbors, setting traps for their neighbors, not showing no love for their neighbors, but you want to be in alliance with them just so that you can move up in life and have material things that man created. I really wanted to venture off into doing my own thing, y'all, online. You see, certain things you say, they mock you with it. So I said this, okay, they suspend my license. This is God giving me this opportunity, because God only allows certain things so that you could benefit from those things. So I said, okay, God wants me to sit down because my body has been shutting down lately. I've been going so hard with food stamps. Take these kids' food stamps from me, right? So he wanted me to sit down, go ahead and make money online. And I knew they was going to come with something new. So it's like, okay, since you think you got it all figured out, we're going to put you out that house. Vlog that. And I will. Because I'm never ashamed of nothing that I go through, especially when people are sending fucking reels in, like a fucking Instagram reel. This is me having a meltdown, by the way, y'all. So to the people who misdiagnosed me, like a lot of doctors did, hiding my autism diagnosis from me, this is me when I'm panicking. This is me when I'm having a meltdown. I'm not violent. I'm not problematic. All I do is speak my mind, and I'm very sarcastic. This is all you get. And they see that. They see that I've learned from the things that they put, the situations they put me in. Like that day they took my kids and took me to jail, didn't read me my Miranda rights, and beat my ass in jail. I learned that my reaction is what got me in there, not the actual issue, because there was no issue to begin with. It was my reaction to them bullying me that got me arrested and got my kids taken, because there was no abuse, no neglect allegations. And they literally kept my kids for 8 months. Hello, Mitten. Y'all, the community cat loves me. Hello, Mitten. Come here, boy. I rescued this cat, y'all, with his brother. That this neighbor, the Mexican guy that got put out with his family that was flattening my tire. I have not had my tire flat since this guy has moved. This guy literally poisoned the other cat. I rescued the cats, and I know I couldn't bring them inside, and they was already, outside. So I feed them. The other neighbors feed them too. And this cat, every time something bad happened, he come over here just like that. He's staring at me right now. He never come. He out there, getting spoiled from all the other neighbors. But he only come when I'm stressed out or when something bad is about to happen. As a matter of fact, I always say this, something about to happen, because Mick is over here. And he right here. The animals love me. The children love me. Because I'm a good person. The same issue they put me in when they made me walk 9 hours, 10 hours in the dark. They let me out of jail and let me walk. They didn't give me my phones or nothing. and just let me out and said they didn't know where my stuff was, that DCF had it. And DCF never returned my shit to this day, and lied through their teeth and said they did. They made me walk those mountains in the dark, expecting those animals. There was lion, tigers, and deers. Oh my, y'all, I'm exaggerating. There was deers, literal bears out there. Y'all, I'm talking about, I'm in the mountains. They didn't bother me. Matter of fact, the deers formed a line, and my SLOW ass followed their ass for a mile until they ran into the fucking woods. Then when I look back, when I come to a light, I talk about this all the time, y'all, because this traumatized me. When I look back, once I get to this street light, it was a street light every couple of miles, and it lit up the whole street behind me. I could see a zigzag road that if I wouldn't have followed that reflector yellow line like those deers was trying to alert me to do, I would have fell in a ditch. They wanted that to happen to me. That's why those people were following me. Until after they beat my ass in the padded cell, you had those guards following me, playing the song, Making My Way Downtown. 2 different cars played that fucking song for me. As people were mocking me in the houses in the woods, saying woo. How ironic that the people in the padded cell on the intercom was saying that when I pushed the button, when I was pressing the intercom to tell them I'm freezing, I'm anemic, you have me with no clothes on. In the freezing cold, felt like they put it on 20 degrees. They said boo, saying boo. How ironic, my mama and my daddy called me boo. Yeah, but I'm so paranoid and crazy that I'm overthinking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Man, y'all, if y'all could help me out, I would really appreciate it. Y'all send me a smile today. I'm really panicking right now. I'm so stressed out. My body, on top of that, is shutting down. I could feel it. My body is shutting down because I'm so stressed out. And now I understand what that doctor meant by living a stress-free life, because I automatically see it. So now that I realize that every day that I've been stressing, it's the reason why my body feels so down. It's because of the stress. But because this lady I'm talking about, stress me to the core, y'all. I have a sad life. I have a sad life. And I'm too blessed to be stressed out. When those people put me in that predicament and sent me on that D-court order, one of those customers, how did she know I was going to run out of gas because the GPS threw me in circles? She balled up a 10 and some ones and told me, God loves you. And I could tell she was an Eastern Star, but she had a change of heart because of my interaction with her. Hello, I was so kind. I didn't fit the description they gave her. She balled it up and put it in my hands. Didn't understand that I was going to need that right after I left her house. Then I come up to an abandoned looking like gas station. What so happened to be somebody's in there and I could pump my gas. That I had to manually find a gas station. The GPS was rerouting me, sending me in dead ends, and then it powered off on me. Wouldn't charge, was on the charger, literally, and still not powering on. And as soon as I pump the gas, the Apple symbol turns on. But my folks said, this is all my fault. but speaking up for myself. You see how they like to mock you. So I'm speaking up for myself, and you say it's the reason why I'm going through what I'm going through, but you're contradicting. If there was nothing I was going through, there won't be nothing I would talk about. I wouldn't talk about these people if they wasn't doing shit to me. Let's make this make sense, and let's tell the whole truth. The whole truth, to save your own soul. Because joining an alliance with these corrupt organizations will be their own demise, including these apps that strategically sabotage your views so that you don't get help. Causing people to live in fear of speaking up for themselves because they see how people do you when you speak up for yourself. This is for research purposes for the people that's researching this program. You can see that they systematically drain and financially drain people and then retaliate against them when they speak up about it. Then they isolate them and use their own loved ones against them to mock them in their situations, to carry on the isolation that these people just literally serve me an eviction notice. Yeah, I keep reading this because I can't believe these people. This is some disgusting behavior. Dear Miss Valencia Avant, you are receiving this notice to inform you that you have been discharged from the permanent supportive housing program. The reason for discharge is a result of numerous problematic violations and non-payment of rent. Let's pause. I don't even have rent. I don't have rent. They tried to make me pay rent so many times, and I was willing to pay whatever they was gonna make me pay, and I'll figure it out. But the state concluded that I didn't make enough, and that the gig work I was doing was inconsistent, and still wasn't enough, even if it was consistent. So they couldn't charge me nothing. And she literally put in black and white violations and non-payment of rent, when they're in violation for putting me in a moldy home, not fixing the short circuit break that that the people code enforcement informed them of a year prior to them pretending to try to come and fix anything. They waited a whole year and still didn't fix it. Threatened to evict me instead when I didn't even sue them. The other papers say you were notified on March 17, 2025 that you were discharged from the permanent supportive housing program. This letter serves as a notice to vacate. You will have 30 days to vacate the unit. Please have your belongings removed no later than November 15, and keys to the unit need to be returned. Now, they said that, I'm happy that they put this on here, because they said that I was notified that I was being discharged, although I spoke to Miss Allison, right, the director of this program, that said, oh no, we're not in the business of evicting anyone. That's not what's gonna happen. And you say that you informed me in March, when I was informed from your director that you can't put me out. So there's no new violation. You going based off the March 17 letter that you sent. That was proven that I was non-problematic. The fact that I was very kind and patient from your director. Thank you for having patience. I'm gonna make sure we get someone over there to fix those situations that you're complaining about. And still didn't fix it. Still didn't fix it. So they're gonna try to say I'm refusing services because one day they come pop up with men, I don't know who the fuck it is, trying to come into the house. Didn't leave me no note of work or nothing. And I'm talking about they didn't do it after I asked. They waited months and had somebody try to come in the house, and I said, hey, because first of all, I don't know who this is. I need a note. Put a note. So they got upset with me because you was never really trying to come help me. You was trying to come in because back then they had shut the hot water off. And they was trying to come in with a social record to say, look, she in here with no hot water. But Miss Avant fixed it on her own. So that when you finally come, you see that it's fixed and you looking around. And now you need a random inspection now. Okay, come on. I let her do it. Then after that, now you are your something plan is expired. We need you to do this. Everybody that's living in these homes have to do this once a year. Mind you, they didn't come at me for this is the first time I've done this in 3 years, and you said out your own mouth that you do this every year. Well, what happened to the prior year? You never came with this. Now you so concerned with following protocol and policy. So we do that. I go down there and I do that. I fix that. They haven't bothered me. I haven't heard from them. And out of nowhere, while all of this is going on, you send me another vacate. You send me another eviction to vacate the premises. At the same time, my folks are like crickets. But they had so much shit to say. They had so much shit to say about me talk about the brotherhood. But here, where are they now? I was just on TikTok live and this lady pulled up with an eviction notice. But I guess they gonna say that that's my fault. Well, if they there, you did something. Wow. 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 They keep traumatizing my girls. I'm happy my daughter didn't hear this today. My oldest daughter is going through so much. They let that girl get touched in their care, sent her back after threats of adopting them out from a mother that didn't have even an abuse allegation, neglect allegation. Y'all was really gonna adopt my girls out. And because she said she got touched and you said she lied because she's mimicking mom. That's what they really told me. That she's going through this stuff because of mom. When it's obvious and evident that she's going through this because number one, you took her to a group home a day after her birthday. Allowed her to get touched and said she lied. Then people blame me in my real life because she had a baby young. This wasn't I didn't teach her that. She literally admitted to me that she got pregnant on purpose. She literally admitted it to me. Being rebellious. And they said it was my fault. When I've been here helping her, supporting her, patient with her, kind to her. Then they try to use my daughter against me at some point, and that didn't work. So now they retaliating against my daughter again by sending her baby daddy to threaten her with custody. When this same young man, I gotta say it again, y'all, this same young man made it his personal business to come here and say that he's signing his rights over because he don't want nothing to do with the baby. And now you want to take custody after you get out of jail? Right after DCF, I'm talking about, excuse me, right before DCF stopped their food stamps and tell my daughter that she needs to comply with child support or she can't get food stamps. And I come in after she's stressed out coming to the car. I go in and tell him this. Hey, my daughter going through stuff with this young man. We trying to get up out of this town because he's causing problems. If we put him on child support, we don't know what he may do. Oh, okay. Since it's that issue, because I'm now recording and they see it. Oh, okay, well, this is what they should have been did. They let my grandbaby go without food stamps for 8 months because they kept saying she couldn't get it because the dad wasn't on child support. Now they're using him as a pawn. And he think that he gonna end out on top because you think that they gonna help you. But this is what they do. They lie to these baby Masons and make them do shit like this to people. And then they gotta face RICO trial charges. Then they get framed for things. But this is the alliance that people want to be a part of. But I'm getting bullied and blackmailed because I'm showing people what they doing to me. Because I protected myself and showed people what they was trying to do before they could even do it and shut them down from being able to do it, and they pissed off. That's the real truth. And they pissed off with me because they couldn't have me like Tyra Spalding and Tony H, Marin Mays, because they took all those people out. It's not alleged, YouTube. I saw the same tactics they used on them. That same thing, everything that girl was talking about, she was just being too sarcastic instead of being precise and saying, hey, this is a corrupt organization fucking with me. Had she said that, people won't be able to troll her and talk about mental health when it was so evident that she was being sarcastic with what she was saying. I'm fighting for my life. She was being sarcastic. She looked too happy to be depressed the way they tried to paint her to be. People was fucking with her. And I'm seeing them do the same thing to me. But then, yeah, okay. I'm gonna get off here in a little bit. But I gotta this first stuff in my notifications, I'm gonna look at this. So let me try to do it one more time. Let me see. I gotta calm down. Like now they're in panic mode. Let me try it again. See. The title's just too much. You are too hot for your words. They are going down. Let's try it one more time. Reset the app. The CIA, FBI are in shock. They've been secretly watching you. Let's try it again. Here we go again. You are too hot for words. They are going down. Let me get a double jeopardy. Here we go again. You are too hot for words. They are going down. I'm gonna listen to that one.
I have a lot of products to unbox today. So the other day I told you guys about Whatnot and how it's a
So this is Obsidian. Chosen ones, you are too hot for your words. They are all going down.
Chosen one. It's too hot for words right now. Something's shifting fast, and it's going down in ways no one saw coming. The universe has been rearranging itself in your favor, and the people who tried to block your path are starting to feel the burn. You've passed every test, the heartbreaks, betrayals, silent battles, and now the glow-up is igniting. Someone thought they had control, but what they didn't realize is that divine timing can't be manipulated. Right now, everything you've been waiting for is sliding into place with unstoppable force. You'll feel it, the surge, the freedom, the breakthrough moment. It's too hot for words because destiny's on fire, and this time, you're the spark. Let's talk about the two ringleaders you're dealing with right now. Two distinct sources of attack. One you probably suspected, one you had no idea
I'm gonna
about,
like this already.
and both of them are about to be
And hype the
exposed in
video up.
ways that will validate everything your intuition has been screaming at you. The first one is someone who's been openly difficult, maybe a terrible boss, maybe a toxic parent, maybe a sibling who's always competed with you. You've had your guard up with this person for a while. You knew this person was messy. You knew this person stirred up drama. What you didn't know was how deep it went, how much talking has been happening behind your back, how obsessed this person has been with dimming your light. The second one is going to shock you. This is the friend, the acquaintance, the co-worker you didn't really suspect. This is the person who smiled in your face while loading rocks into your backpack. This is the one who's been harvesting your beauty, your youth, your energy, while pretending to care about you. And when this one gets revealed, you're going to have that moment of clarity.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to court. I'm gonna walk my ass down there to the courthouse tomorrow, and I'm gonna file a civil suit on them tomorrow. I gotta do this.
That's why exhaustion appeared around this person. That's why breakouts started happening. That's why relationship problems emerged out of nowhere. That's why everything felt heavy.
They showed me what to do when they they appointed that lady, my goddaughter's grandma, who has the same last name as my auntie that passed away. Literally, when I was going through this with this family, my auntie passed away from cancer. So this lady that has the same last name as my auntie's husband, this lady takes me to court to try to sue me for a refrigerator. Took me to civil court to try to sue me. So now, thank you for showing me what I should have been did. I'm gonna start taking a lot of these people to court.
Both of these people have been spreading false information.
And yeah, I know they're gonna come fuck with me even more, but that's fine. It just shows that they are intimidated by me, actually.
About you, twisting stories, embellishing situations.
Oh look, Obsidian, I'm willing to sacrifice my whole life because I know that they're gonna come harder with trying to take me out, and I'm gonna go out as the most valuable player with never surrendering and allowing them to get that spiritual karma for coming after somebody that's so spiritual and enlightened.
Straight up lying to
spiritually enlightened.
And the assumption was that you'd never find out. The assumption was that narrative
control. Yeah, because they wanted to do this covertly so that I didn't find out where it was coming from, so that my demise could be marked as my fault.
Was secure. The assumption was that leverage existed.
They worked with gang members in this town until it couldn't work no more. These people started to salute me like, hey man, this girl don't fuck with nobody. Literally have people say this in my face after I'm talking about fucking with me, saying that I got the little baby taken. Now everybody saluting me saying, hey, you did the right thing, right? It's no coincidence, right?
You're going to get information, maybe through a phone call, maybe through a conversation, maybe through
I had to fight somebody. It took me out for a week after I fought her. This girl came up to my car threatening me, saying I ain't no good. I got the baby taken, when the whole neighborhood know of these things that I had to report, that nobody had the fucking love in their heart to protect that baby, that everybody, all they did was talk about it to each other. What I reported, everybody in this town know about it already. I just came in on it and found out, but they all knew it was happening to that girl and that baby. And y'all tried to, I'm talking about they was shooting at my car. And all of a sudden it turned around. Everybody, hey, yo, you ain't deserve that. What you did was right. She didn't need that baby. She didn't even want to. All of a sudden, everybody telling the truth now. But I never did it to go against my friend, because the young lady's still my friend. I did it to protect her. I did it because her mama playing games with her. Her mama still married to the man that took advantage of her, and she had a baby from him. And he's in jail and she's not, when she admitted that she knew about her being pregnant before she even knew, because she the one told him to make the baby with her. And I reported that. And these people said that the case is closed. It's nothing they can do. But that's not how shit works. That's not how it's supposed to work. You get new evidence, you reopen the fucking case. Now grandma needs, that lady needs to go to jail for continuing to bully her own daughter and then bully the help that's helping her. Because her daughter tells me I'm a blessing to her. Yeah. Even with her daughter in DCF care, she tell me to this day that I'm a blessing to her. But it's so ironic that DCF was mad at me and told her not to talk to me and told her to take out a PTO on me, or whatever it's called. And I asked her, I said, why would it? Because she told me, they told her that. I said, why would they tell you to do that? What did I do? I thought we discussed that we was going to make this report together. She said, I don't know. They trying to make me turn on you. Literally, this is what this girl told me. All right. And this girl don't know nothing about this program because I never talked to her about it. She literally said they trying to make me turn on you.
Your own intuition, finally connecting all the dots, and when that information lands, everything is going to make sense. All those weird feelings you couldn't explain, all those intuitive hits you second guessed, all those moments
What's
when
crazy
something
is
felt off,
not
but you
only is the grandma related to my auntie husband, but the young lady that I helped out is related to my brother and sister's dad. And we in a whole different town. I'm talking about way away from Miami. My folks live in Miami. They strategically set this up because how I met this young lady was through a mutual friend, a person with the same name as my friend who passed away, Nene. This Nene introduced me to this young lady. Then what's so crazy is that Nene's getting fucked with. Her family house just got taken from her. All these people were supposed to F me up and they didn't because they grew to love me and who I am. And they getting fucked with every day. Now, first of all, it was going into my friend's favor with the baby. They were saying that I was lying, trying to get this young lady to say I lied so that they could take me to jail for a false report. But the girl couldn't do that. She had to tell the fucking truth because she loved her baby that much. Because she thought to herself, if she say that I lied, then her baby won't get helped. So she told the truth. So now after them giving her housing, which they told me, the grandma said, I'm jealous because they gave her daughter housing and not me. How do you know that? How do you know about my prior case that they told this lady my business? You jealous. So now all of a sudden, they take the baby. They say that the girl can't get the baby no more. When before, they was mocking me. But see, look, that's some new. I'm gonna say this because only reason why it's going the right way now is because some investigators jumped in on the fucking case. Yeah. And now this whole DCF office here is being investigated secretly. And they want to keep moving because they don't think they could be touched. All it does is put all of them together. The housing program that I'm with. Because the same therapist office I go to, they got my goddaughter mama going there and my daughter. I didn't even know my daughter. I didn't know they sent my daughter there from the jailhouse. The jail that took her that day. The Freemason officers that took my daughter in custody at night when this guy came to my house bullying my daughter, sent her to jail. She was there for one night and she got baptized. She come home and say, Mama, I got baptized in jail. Huh? Then she get out acting crazier than she ever did because they did witchcraft on her.
Couldn't prove it. You're about to get your proof, and I need you to understand something. When you get that confirmation, you're not going to fall apart.
I gotta say this. Let me clarify. This girl never talked the way she talked to me when she got out. This girl, soon as she got out of jail, when I say I can't make this up, as soon as she got out of jail and got baptized, this girl tells me that she know the Freemasons want me and she was gonna get me KILLED. My daughter never talked to me like that ever. I never even heard her talk like that in life. And then this young man and his cousin stripped my daughter clothes. She said, Mama, they stripped my clothes in front of all those men. What men? And because I do what a mother did and didn't take offense of what she said about me, because I love my daughter and I know that wasn't her. I help her. And then they retaliate against her. And now she's seeing that corruption is happening to her. That she say, Mama, everybody picking at me for having autism. And the people in the jail said that I don't have autism and not to claim that. I said, babe, the devil is a liar. Don't allow them to tell you not to claim it like it's a bad thing to be autistic because you was diagnosed before you was born with a rare mutation. So they only telling you that so that they could say that mom lied, because mom came in that same jailhouse telling them she was autistic. So they trying to say that you don't have autism and your mom doesn't either. So that they can say that they can misdiagnose us with something other than what it really is.
You're not going to cry for weeks. You're not going to question yourself. You're going to feel this surge of clarity, this rush of validation, this sense of knowing you were right all along, and then you're going to act. During your recent past, the devil studied you,
So they do
learned your
this with this
pattern.
boy. They do this at the same time. Put us out because they done alerted this boy to try to file for custody. So then when he try to do it, it could show that mom don't have nowhere to stay. Mom may be in the shelter at that point. This is what they doing on purpose to sabotage us, because all it's about is our DNA. Because my granddaughter is being researched right now for rare mutations, just like her mom was. How ironic.
Figured out exactly what would keep you trapped in toxic situations, and the devil presented you with a choice: stay in the familiar discomfort or risk the unknown. Maybe it was a relationship that felt like love, but was really a prison. Maybe it was a job that paid well but cost you your peace. Maybe it was a friend who was always there but slowly poisoned you. Whatever it was, the devil knew your price. The devil knew you were afraid of being alone, or broke, or starting over, and the devil dangled that fear in front of you like bait. But you did something the devil didn't expect. You walked away anyway, even though your hands were shaking, even though you had no backup plan, even though everyone
Probably a
thought
baby
you
at the
were
park, but I
crazy.
hear a baby
You
crying. Let me
chose
close it.
yourself. You chose peace over familiarity. You chose God's plan over the devil's playground. That was your boot camp. That was your training. And you passed. But more importantly, you learned something crucial. You learned that the devil's bait is always fake. The thing you thought you couldn't live without, you're living without it. The person you thought was irreplaceable, replacement
Okay, so
happened.
she watching
The
this Rachel.
opportunity you thought was once in a lifetime, better ones showed up. So this season, when these two ringleaders try to play the same game, when attempts are made to convince you that you need them, when efforts are made to persuade you that cutting them off will cost you everything, you're going to laugh, because you've been here before. You know how this story ends. You walk away and
Y'all,
God
my
upgrades your...
email is ingangstalking1111@gmail.com. If you guys want to talk to me, you guys have resources, any advice for me, I am really multitasking in my mind. You could send me a smile, babe. Please reach out to me. Okay? Please reach out to me.
entire life.
My neck! My neck! I made the windshield crack. Oh, got into an accident.
No weapon foreign sharp.
These people don't know you've evolved. The assumption is that you're still the person from your recent past who struggled with the decision. The assumption
Thank
is
you,
that
Mom.
leverage still exists.
Thank
The
you to my
assumption is that
brothers,
you're going to
my
hesitate.
sister, my
Discovery of
cousins.
how wrong
Hold
these
up.
assumptions
Let me
are
say
is
this
coming
on here
soon.
so I could leave something behind. Thank you, Mom. Thank you to my brothers and my sister, my cousins and my uncles, my aunties that say I'm a wonderful person, that been telling me my whole life how sweet I am, how kind I am, how giving I am. Thank you for ignoring me. I appreciate y'all.
While you've been minding your own business, going through your spiritual cleanse, working on yourself, these people have been actively trying to steal from you. Not just your energy, not just your peace. Attempts have been made to harvest specific things about you that trigger jealousy. Attempts have been made to steal your relationships. If you're in love, the desire is for you to be single. If you're happy, the desire is for you to be miserable. Negative energy has been sent toward your partnerships, maybe even literal spell work, and you felt it, the unexplained arguments, the sudden doubts, the distance that appeared out of nowhere. Attempts have been made to steal
I'm
your
so stressed out.
opportunities, your creativity, your ideas, your voice. Every
I'm
time
so
you're about
stressed
to
out.
level up, something weird happens. A project falls through, a
And
connection...
they having a party with no music across the street. So weird. And it's not regular people. It's a whole little organization back there. It's like, cause they've been there for so long. They've been there before that lady pulled up. I noticed it right away, and they still back there, and the adults are staring at my car. Every time I get out, they all in the line or in the little huddle and staring directly this way, not focused on the party. They're celebrating my downfall.
Goes cold, an opportunity vanishes, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. Someone has been working against you in the spiritual realm, and all of this has been happening while trauma bonding was being created, while you were being made to think you needed these people, while positioning was happening to make these people seem indispensable in your life. Because if attachment can be maintained, draining can continue. If dependence can be created, stealing can persist. You started noticing. You started paying attention. You started checking the vibe when you were around these people.
I'm gonna tell y'all how it's gonna go, because they think they smarter than me because they have degrees, but I got one up on them. I'm gonna tell you how this gonna go. They're gonna be forced to give me time to find somewhere to go, just like West Palm Beach when they refused to renew my lease, saying they said I was being problematic. The judge found no cause to evict me, so he couldn't do it. They said I was late on rent, and the judge found that I wasn't. The same thing they put in this letter. The judge worked in my favor and gave me 3 months to move, to find somewhere to go, and told me if I needed an extension, I could. But me, I have so much pride. I cleaned the house. I wiped walls down. I moved everything out and left with my pride, and had everybody clown me in my life and say that I didn't pay my rent. When at that time my rent was $50 fucking, and I was never late, not even one time. Not even one time. And because of that, the judge moved in my favor. But he told him, he said, I'm not sure why you don't want to renew her lease, but we have to give Miss Avant some time. I wish that we can convince you to renew her lease so that Miss Avant won't have to drag her children around. That's exactly what he told them. Right after my Freemason stepdaddy came to my house, they put me out right after this guy came there and said, he told me that his mama works with the committee board, and she can handle everything that I'm going through. That's what he said. But instead, they got me put the fuck out. It's so funny because the guy, I was about to say his name, the guy that had just came in to work there was just sent in and told me that he used to be a police officer. I can't make this up. And sent me a letter in the mail to my day ones who've been following me. Y'all know I've been saying this. He literally told me I was in violation for speaking about the Freemasons. How am I in violation for speaking about the Freemason with a whole apartment complex? And because they couldn't put me out with that violation, they refused to renew my lease.
The vibe was heavy. The vibe was draining. So
After 3 years, same thing. They like to play with these numbers. After 3 years of living in West Palm Beach at Silver Palm Place, yeah, the old Dunbar Village, that this lady, listen, they moved me in the most dangerous place. I didn't know nothing about this place in West Palm Beach because I'm from Miami, not West Palm Beach. They moved me because I was in Georgia. My mama called me and said, babe, oh my God, you got a place. Oh my God, this is God making you come back. So I took that offer. I went down there. These people, these nice people, Angela, what's her name? I called the Angel. They fired those people and moved in this ex-police officer that knew my stepfather, because my stepfather decided to get out after facing 20 years and married a sheriff. After leading my mama on, even told me he was gonna propose to my mom when he came to my house that day. That allegedly that was the reason he came to tell me, but ended up telling me that all of that extra shit. I haven't talked to this guy since that day. This guy got his son in jail right now. They don't want me to tell y'all that. All right, we'll just continue to look at this because YouTube about to end the live. I just saw it buffering.
Pulling back, sharing less, creating boundaries, and that's when panic set in. That's when desperation appeared. That's when mistakes
they made me sign an NDA to not talk about it, but this is criminal. So I'm allowed to talk about it now. Here you go, guys.
Being made, because These energy vampires can't survive when you cut off the supply.
Why would they make me sign an NDA to not talk about me being a refusal of renewing my lease? Who does that? Why would they make you sign an NDA? But it's a criminal case now. So I have every will and every I see what they do. I see.
Your light is needed.
That's why people don't hear about this type of stuff, because they make people sign NDAs when they do corrupt shit.
Feel alive. Your success is needed for these people to feel relevant, and you're about to permanently shut off access. If this message awakens something within you,
what was criminal about it? Hold on, Obsidian. That man that came in was stealing my mail, was stealing my kids' stuff. I got proof of it. I posted it at one point. This guy was stealing all my stuff. This guy was popping up in my house without letting me know. They even came in my house with ski masks. This was the whole reason I talked about it on my channel on Valenciaga. This is the whole reason I spoke about it. They came in my house with ski masks on. Who else got a key to the house but the landlord? Who else knew that the water was out at that time in the whole building? That these people called DCF and sent DCF to my house way before I ever had DCF issue. Right after I had DCF place a child in my care, they sent DCF to my house saying that I had no running water, that my kids was taking baths in the pool, and that my kids weren't in school. That DCF lady came there. I showed her not only that I had a note of why the water wasn't on, and it wasn't my fault, that every other tenant in this complex water was off, right? What's so ironic is that the day that DCF came, all of a sudden the water working now. And I told them, I said, oh, it worked now, but it was off yesterday, so they was right. But as far as my girls taking a bath in the pool, they never took a bath in the pool. I'm wondering who said that when right after the landlord comes to my house and says with the security guard that my girls were gonna get hit. When I was literally standing there watching them, because every time my daughters went outside, I stood there and watched them. Something that other mothers didn't do, that's not my fault. But I watched them and I saw them fucking with my girls, and I said, hey, don't say shit to them. You can see it. I recorded this shit. Then I get put out. Same shit they doing right here. This the same shit they doing right here. They just more covert with it than they was in West Palm Beach. They saw that I documented all that shit, so they want to make sure they throw rocks and hide their hands so where nobody could see it was them.
Video for other chosen ones who need to hear this. If your lawyer took 40% after a car accident, I'm sorry, but there was another way to get paid. Your recent past broke you open. It was supposed to. You had to learn what you were really made of. You had to discover that you could survive without people you thought were essential. You had to prove to yourself that your faith was stronger than your fear.
Yeah, I'm about to get off in a little bit.
You cut off people you loved. You walked away from situations that felt comfortable.
I'm feeling a little bit better. But I'm going to get off this and go inside in a minute and talk to my daughter. I wasn't going to tell them, but I got to tell them the news, because we're going to have to make a move to leave this place. So I got to sit her down. My other daughter just left. I guess she saw the people come because she was here, and now she's gone. I didn't even see her leave. Here we go again, stressing us out, stressing us the fuck out. I try to help my daughter so that she won't go out here and feel like she got to live like everybody else. And the last couple of weeks, she been, you know what I'm saying, doing a 360, staying away from these people. And now she just left again today. So I'm gonna have to reach out to her, tell her to come here so we can talk. And I hate to tell her, because she's still going through postpartum depression and having her baby daddy bully her every fucking day. That she don't need to hear this, but I gotta tell her anyways.
Belief that God would catch you, and catching happened every single time. The job you thought you couldn't leave, a better one showed up. The person you thought was your soulmate, your actual match is on the way. The friends you thought you'd be lonely without, your real tribe is assembling. But the process hurt. You cried. You questioned
Yes.
yourself. You had moments of weakness where you almost went back. You sat on that stepping stone, feeling uncomfortable, wanting to rest, not ready to keep moving. That hesitation was normal. You were healing. You were learning. You were building
Thank
new
you, Father,
muscle.
for giving me
This
strength.
season, you're not on the
Y'all
stepping
pray
stone
for me.
anymore.
Pray for me.
You're
Pray for me.
moving
Pray
with
for me. Pray for
momentum.
me. If
You're
y'all
operating
can't do anything, pray for me, please. Prayers matter more than any monetary gain. Please pray for me. Pray for me, please. Like, I'm begging y'all to pray for me, because they really want me fucked up. They tried to get me locked up. It didn't work. They tried to get me knocked off the map. It didn't work. They tried to set my daughter up to get her knocked off the map. That didn't work. And they're going to continue to bother us. But that's why I'm trying to move. I promise y'all, if I had the funds, I would go buy me some land or go rent somebody land and put a trailer on that bitch and just live my life peacefully. That's what I was trying to do. That's why I made a GoFundMe the first time. These people have people reporting my GoFundMe as if I'm lying. Regular people don't move like that. But they so mad at me for being adaptive and knowing how to help myself, that they want me to be so fucked up. Pray for me, y'all.
from
Pray
strength,
for me.
not
For
survival.
strength.
You're cutting from clarity, not confusion. And that makes you incredibly dangerous to anyone who tries to play
Pray
games
for
with
strength,
you.
y'all.
Because now when you
Protection.
sense something is off, you trust it immediately. You don't need months of evidence. You don't need other
Justice for
people
me.
to validate your intuition.
Justice for me.
You don't need to give them multiple
Justice for
chances
me.
to prove toxicity exists. You know within days, sometimes hours, and you move accordingly. Now when someone shows you who the person is, you believe it the first time. You're not making excuses for behavior. You're not giving benefit of the doubt. You're not trying to fix or save or give one more chance. You're just out clean, complete, final. That's what makes you dangerous now. You're not attached anymore. You're not codependent. You're not desperate. You're completely willing to stand alone if that's what honoring yourself requires. And people who rely on your attachment to manipulate you suddenly have no leverage. Something is going to happen soon. Information is going to reach you that confirms everything you've been sensing. And when it does, you're going to move so fast these people won't know what hit them. Maybe it's a friend who finally decides to tell you the truth about what was heard. Maybe it's you connecting dots from multiple sources. Maybe it's walking in on a conversation you weren't supposed to hear. Maybe it's your intuition finally getting so loud you can't ignore it anymore. However it comes, it's coming. When you get that information, you're not going to
Y'all,
be
I'm physically depleted already for them to do this to me. I gotta go back on TikTok now. I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this video when I get off live. I'm gonna finish that video. So, uh, I'm gonna practice reading the comments today. I have a like issue with looking people in the eyes. I have an issue with looking at the comments. I'm gonna practice it today, because I practice looking people in their face every day when it's hard for me to do it. So I know I could do this. So So I was trying to wait the people come in, cause I need a little help today. So I just got a notice to vacate in 30 days, and I don't know what to do right now. So hey y'all, I need y'all help. So TikTok help me out, send this live out. I won't talk about the brotherhood, I promise. I'm just talk about me needing help. Thank you, TikTok. So y'all, I'm trying to wait till a couple people come in. So if y'all could share my live, I'm going through a lot right now. So y'all share my live, please. So I'll just start now. So I'm being evicted, y'all. They literally, some of y'all was on that live. When the lady came here and told me that I have 30 days. When I was literally meditating right there, y'all. Like I got so much on my mind. I'm really like really hurt right now because so much is happening. I can't drive my car right now. They suspended my license yesterday. They fined me. They they suspended my registration. So I can't even go help myself out right now. I can't. I feel useless right now. My heart my heart hurt. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Right now I'm practicing reading the comments, y'all, because I have a problem with it. So I'm gonna try to connect with y'all. Any questions y'all have, feel free to ask, y'all. So y'all, if y'all have any resources, if y'all have any advice to a mother like me that's struggling, please feel free to let me know. So whether it's shelters, whether it's whatever, I'm all ears, y'all. I feel like not only does the state not care about me and my situation, the fact that I'm soaring with flying colors, beating cervical cancer from the back, my family don't care about me and my happiness. They don't want me to smile. I promise TikTok I won't talk about the brotherhood in this live. So I'ma just blame my supporters that's supposed to bless me, my family, that they watch me struggle and don't try to help support me or protect me. But because I'm justifying myself online, I'm getting blamed and punished from people that I thought cared about me. I think they want this to happen to me. So if y'all could show out for me, y'all, you see how we make other people that don't need help viral? This the person right here that y'all should help. I'm going through so much. So I should give a disclaimer. I'm on the spectrum and I'm battling cervical cancer. I was given 15 years to for my situation to have advanced to a terminal state, and I'm out living that date they gave me every day, and I don't get no flowers. I don't get no I'm so proud of you. I don't get no hey, I see you. People just mock me every day. People notice that I'm struggling. People notice that I'm broke. People notice that I don't get support, and they laugh at me. So I want y'all to use me as an example, y'all, to show that the community helps each other, because I don't get no help from nobody else. Like I said, the state won't even give me SSI. The state took my Medicaid so that I can't even go be seen right now. My heart is caving through my chest, and I would normally go to the hospital, but I can't go because I'm traumatized from the bills they keep sending me from the ER when I go there. So I'm panicking right now. I'm panicking. I got my daughters that's also on the spectrum that don't deserve this. And I know it's going to bring the wrong attention. I know. I get it. But have them come out and bless us. Tell them to don't come without the gift cards, y'all, because they failed us. So please use me as an example that the community looks out for each other, y'all. Uh, so this lady told me I got into November. I'ma read this again. I'm probably gonna read this all night because she just really traumatized me with this letter. This like the third time this year they tried to evict me, and it never worked. So they wait until I can't drive my car to where I'm depleted of all funds, exhausted all resources, to tell me I got 30 days. So I have no time to try to hustle up anything. So, Miss Dear Valencia Avant, you were notified on March 17, 2025 that you were discharged from the Permanent Supportive Housing Program. Disclaimer, there was nothing that recently happened. They going based off of March 17, 2025. And we're now how many months out? So let's read it again. Dear Valencia Avant, you were notified on March 17, 2025 that you were discharged from the Permanent Supportive Housing Program. This letter serves as a notice to vacate. You will have 30 days to vacate the unit. Please have your belongings removed no later than November 15. Any keys to the unit needs to be returned. Dear Miss Valencia Avant, you are receiving this notice to inform you that you have been discharged from the Permanent Supportive Housing Program. The reason for discharge is a result of numerous problematic violations and non-payment of rent. I'll give a disclaimer after I finish reading. Supportive housing staff have made every attempt to connect you to services, resources, and support. However, it has become evident that these are not being utilized to maintain your housing and the program. You have 30 days to vacate the unit. Failure to vacate the unit will result in eviction. Okay, so it's a scare tactic. I didn't even realize it's not an official eviction, even though I knew that. So look, so let's clarify on a certain few things they said. So they said they're going based off March 17th, right? So they said I had numerous problematic violations when I have never had any issue here. Before we go on to the rent, I have never had any issue here. The fact that they put me in this house that's full of mold that I discovered the house had to be flooded for months. How much damage was done. So I had a mold expert come out. I had code enforcement come out that I called on my own because they were ignoring me for months. So soon as code enforcement come, and a year later, these people start to try to pop up in the house, like without leaving me a letter, anything. And I still like literally allowed them to do every tactic they tried to do on me. I let them come in the right way. I made them give me a letter because they tried to come in and threaten me. If you don't let us in, we're gonna evict you. But no, by law, you have to notify me. So I remind them of the law. Then they reminded me. Everything fell through. I let them come in. I let them do what they had to do. Mind you, the code enforcement people told them that there were several codes in the house and there's no way it passed inspection. So after that, this mind you, the stove and the refrigerator caught on fire. I never sued them. I gave them time. I was patient and kind the whole time. And they said that I was problematic. When you could see in my emails where I'm being kind to them, saying ma'am and being kind. Now, let's move on past that. It's evident people want me to seem problematic when there's people in this community that see me out and about, that tells me I mind my business. I don't even know nobody in this town besides the people that see me when I'm out that wave at me. I don't know my neighbors. I don't. This neighbor, the guy that they put out, this guy was flattening my tires. And they said that I was being problematic. But let's talk about the rent, non-payment of rent. So they told me so many times they tried to make me pay rent, and the state found it that Miss Avant doesn't make enough. And the gig work she was doing wasn't consistent enough. And even if it was consistent enough, I didn't make enough for them to charge me any rent. So I've been so blessed, right, in this situation, that the state were forced to go in my favor, that I haven't had to pay rent since I lived here, y'all. I have not had to pay rent. And this lady put in black and white non-payment of rent. When I literally got a letter on my lease that says $0 in rent. This is fraud. This is blackmail. This is bribery. This is retaliation. So therefore, I'm gonna have to take them to civil court like I should have been had. When I've been using a mini refrigerator because they have yet to replace my refrigerator that caught fire from negligence of them fixing the circuit break. The And then have the lady, my goddaughter's mom, who has a cousin that works at this program, have her sue me just recently. Try to sue me just recently for the mini refrigerator. So I called them and told them on the day I had court, said, can y'all please bring a refrigerator because I'm getting sued. But see, it didn't go in this lady, this demonic lady's favor. That this lady literally, when it didn't go in her favor, she asked this guy to make me pay the court costs. And then he say, well, in normal situations, you would have to pay the court costs, but we're not going to make you pay that because it seems like you paid, so nobody asked her to bring you here. That same lady had her family bothering me in this sundown town. Flat, I'm talking about messing with my car, breaking in my shit. And I told family about this, and they said that I'm paranoid and that nobody cares about the brotherhood. And on TikTok, I'm sorry, it's a disclaimer only. That nobody cares about the brotherhood program that I'm talking about. As if what I'm talking about is not true. The fact that I'm justifying myself and nobody want to help protect me because you too scared to talk about what's really going on in the world. That this girl is being blackmailed. So what do I do now? What do I do now? Well, see, I think nobody really care about that. Nobody want to see me living comfortable like that doctor told me when he first gave me my diagnosis and gave me 15 years and told me that living a stress-free life will help me outlive that date he gave me. But ain't nobody trying to see me stress-free. Ain't nobody trying to see me happy and smiling and blessed and being myself online. When I'm trying to make a living online because this is all I could do. My bones are not the same. That is funny that after the judge denied me for SSI, right before he told me that if I go to all of my appointments, he would turn this in my favor. Then I get my Medicaid taken right after I go to my rheumatologist and get x-rays that prove that my bones are fucked up and I might have to get amputation. But shout out to my family and friends that ignore me and say that this is far-fetched what I'm saying. Do you know that makes me sad? So that when God is ready to really call me home, I get to live on with the thought of knowing that people left me hanging to vent for myself. When you could help protect me. Because when you need help, the angels gonna remember that you ignored me. But people think they better than you because they have these material gains that this organization give them. I see them for who they are. Because things they take from me, they give you for free. Then you flaunt it online not knowing that these things were just taken from me. But then y'all blame me and say that it's my fault, y'all. Contradicting themselves. So y'all, I came online to ask for help. To make myself an example. To allow the community to help me. To show others that's going through similar things. To not be afraid to reach out for help. because people are not going to mock you. They're going to actually help you. Let's make this a trend, because I see so many people clout chasing for real online that don't need help, and people flood in help for them and help them just not do nothing when they able-bodied to get out and help themselves. But they use the toxicity that the algorithm push out to get them assistance that they don't really need or deserve. But then you got somebody that's struggling in their life. You got somebody that's battling cervical cancer, beating it from the back, and nobody want to hear that. But then if cancer was to take me out, people would make videos about me. People would talk about how I struggle and never ask for help. But then you see a person asking for help and you choose to ignore them. And then family and friends don't support you and write in the comments the things they tell you, how good of a person you are to them, how much of a blessing you are to many, how sweet you are. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all, to my family who tell me this shit, but y'all can't leave this shit in my comments because you help this alliance isolate me. Because other people are watching like, well, if her family don't help, then it's something else going on when it ain't shit going on. These same family and friends that ignore me tell me in my real life, they choose to text me and tell me instead of saying this shit online, right, to justify me. No, the family that you guys see that's absent and not helping, they literally tell me that I'm a blessing. They literally tell me that I'm the sweetest person they ever met, right? Don't y'all tell me that? Here's your time. Save your soul. Because you helping an alliance go against your own kind. Somebody that helped you, right? Somebody that blessed you, right? Somebody that gave you kind gestures your whole life. And you watch them struggle and not do a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But sit in huddles and talk about them. But you think that you're exempt from karma. When the angels see you, ignore them. When the angels see you, ignore all the signs to help them. But because you are so stingy. This is what the world is so stingy that they use the very thing that give us oxygen to go against one another. Use me as an example that we do the right thing in our community. When they up against all odds, when there's no resources involved, when they've exhausted every resource that they can have, when those resources turn on them and choose a blind eye to help them, when these corrupt organizations fail them. So what do I do? What do I do? Send me a kind gesture, y'all. Cure my heart from the pain that I feel. I'm so sad today because I have a sad life. My life is sad, and I'm too blessed to be so stressed out, but I am. I see that ain't nobody for me. That people would take bribes for monetary gain than standing up for the truth and saying, I don't care. You could take everything, but I'm going to let the angel see me bless this young lady. I'm going to let the angel see me bless my sister. I'm going to let the angel see me bless my daughter. I'm going to let the angel see me bless my niece. I'm going to let the angel see me bless my friend. No, they ignore me and let me continue to be mocked. So to my uncle, right, I just wrote you, right, babe? I wrote you. Instead of y'all forming these groups to talk about me, talk about how y'all could help me. Talk about how y'all could support me so that I could live the rest of my days peacefully, so that I could live the rest of my days happy. Because guess what? Your mother, and to some of y'all, your grandmother that y'all let this happen to, she see y'all allow this to happen to her granddaughter. Yeah, because Granny was talking about the same thing I'm talking about when y'all said she was suffering from dementia. When y'all left, you know what she told me to my uncle? I know you watching this, right? You know what she told me? She said they think that I'm crazy, but I'm just giving them the same treatment that they give me. They crazier than me. Where y'all think I get that from? My granny, who used to call y'all crazier than her. She couldn't have dementia to speak so accurately about y'all because y'all are crazier than her. Uncle, shout out to you. I was in Granny house when she would say, look at that old mank. I just told you this in the message, right? But since you ignored me, let me tell everybody online because I no more protecting y'all. Granny and the angels told me to stop trying to save y'all when the angels are exposing y'all, right? Granny pointed out that you was across the street with the neighbors, visiting them while I was there. You didn't know I was there, though. You visited that neighbor every day and didn't come see your mom. And your mom was hurt. She said every day, that mank, that old Jew, he with those Jews, he waiting for me to DIE so he can take my house. And what's so ironic, you living in her house. You know, there's some things you did to your daughters that got swept under the rug. And I hope they come out one day and tell their story about you. Since I'm crazy, I'm ooh la la, right? You didn't know I knew that, huh? Yeah. One of your children told me what you did. Don't worry, I won't tell you which one told me, so you could go ahead and try to blackmail them and hurt their feelings for telling the truth. You sitting in Granny house. She called you out, but y'all said she was suffering from dementia. She wasn't in her right state of mind. It's so funny y'all doing the same thing to me because I'm speaking about the Jews that Granny spoke of that was peeking in her window. That when I was at her house, I saw it for myself, that I got up screaming saying, Granny, somebody's in the window. But y'all said that Granny was not in her right state of mind. So y'all gonna continue to let her lineage down and not protect her own kind. I look just like Granny. How could y'all look at me in the face and know you let her down and continue to let me down? Just so that you won't get your things taken. Like y'all call me and say people are calling y'all, sending y'all my videos. Well, tell them, if it matters so much, won't you help her? Stand up for me. And say this. So some of y'all know me so well. Y'all say this to me. Well, if Boo don't mess with nobody, if she talking about something, then it's definitely true. So why the fuck y'all can't? Why you contradict yourself? Why you can't help this girl? If I'm crazy, if I'm anything, it's because your corrupt organization continues to blackmail me and fuck with me, and you sit back and not do a damn thing to protect me and help me, to support me so that I won't talk about your alliance. So there you go, to your brotherhood. There you go. I ain't saving you no more. So now you join an alliance so they could stop fucking with you and all your things and come up with something so I could stop talking about them. There you go. Here you go, brotherhood. I gave them a fucking ultimatum. So if you want me to stop talking about this, I give you my word, like I gave TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, that if they take the cap off my name and allow me to grow online, that I would never talk about this brotherhood. So I'm giving you the same option. Form a support system for this your niece, your cousin, your friend, your daughter, your sister. Form some type of support to help this girl so that she could live comfortable for the rest of her days, bitch. Don't do me how you did Auntie Deborah and Auntie Judy. Don't do me how you did your grandma, how you did Etta Mae. Y'all ignored grandma. Y'all let grandma throw up blood after she said that somebody was trying to poison her, and ain't nobody try to justify her. I ain't never hear about this shit being talked about. Ain't nobody try to justify her. Y'all just let her pass like that and said it was her liver. Y'all let these people strategically say it was from her prior drinking when she was young. No, they poisoned her. She told me before she passed, I was there when she was throwing up blood. I was with her, and she told me while she was even throwing up that they poisoned her. And y'all let that go on. So save your soul, because the brotherhood won't be with you when it's time for you to pass on, when it's time for you to transcend. That's when you're going to realize you tricked yourself. You trapped yourself. Just for monetary gain. When this whole monopoly world was man-made, God didn't ask us to come here and pay rent. God didn't tell us to live this life that the corrupt organizations and some of the government, sorry guys, because it's not the whole government. The whole government is not aware of these corrupt organizations, and they're finding out now. And you are in alliance with them. So when it's time for you to go down, there's no me to protect you. There's no ancestors to protect you, because you didn't protect them and you didn't protect me. So I'm hurt right now. I never wanted to come online and do this and embarrass the family again. I never wanted to get online and embarrass myself to begin with. I never wanted to get online and expose to the world that I'm struggling and that I don't even have enough money to fix my fucking license so I could drive and hustle for me and my girls. I didn't want to do that, but I have to, because I have no other choice, because y'all let me down. You're so worried about everybody knowing that you're not supporting me. Well, how about you just support me so I don't have to show the world that I don't have nobody on my team to support me. All I got is the angels and these undercover private investigators that's watching everything. There you go. So you rather be seen to the private investigators that's trying to tear your organization down. You want them to see you allow this girl to be sabotaged, because they see. So shout out to my family who told me nobody care about the brotherhood program I'm talking about. Do you know that private investigators been reaching out to me since 2017? So therefore that means they see everything you don't do. Oh yeah. Since you wanna join huddles and tell people that I'm just crazy, right? But those private investigators, they think not. They believe everything I'm talking about. So like I said, if you don't want me to talk about the truth, then support me. Join the huddle like you do when y'all gossip about me sinning, because gossiping is a sin as well. When you sit down and gossip about me and say she going through things, help me then. That these people are evicting me or trying to evict me, and it's not going to even go in their favor. Guess what? I'm going to milk them. And I'm going to take them to civil court. And you're going to watch me get time in this place until it's time for me to move. But see, they want me to look negligent. They want me to look like I can't keep a home. So I could look unstable when I've been here for 4 years. Y'all, I'm sorry that I got to do this, but to the people that's watching this video, go ahead and share my live. Y'all go ahead and leave me any resources y'all have. Y'all go ahead and show the community that we can help each other, using me as an example, because best believe y'all gonna see me advance anyway. God is uplifting me. He's giving me the stage to justify myself and to justify my friend who life was taken from this same program I'm talking about. For my granny who life was taken from this same program. For my Uncle Winfrey who life was taken from this program that he had an unmarked, I'm talking about an off-duty sheriff, STAB him, and took his life. And none of my family stood up for none of them. So this what y'all wanted, right? You shouldn't have let me down. Don't let a spectrum bitch go in panic mode, because she gonna expose everything she know. So that's what's going on to y'all. Ain't nothing really going on. Just a lot of intimidation tactics. A lot of people trying to teach me a lesson, right? Let me let my windows up. I feel better getting that off my chest. So y'all, I need a hug today. My Gmail to y'all who want to talk to me, I'm going to say it again. It's ingangstalking1111@gmail.com. Y'all, I got a Cash App up in my description, y'all. I do have a PayPal and all that. I got to look for it. I even made a GoFundMe a few months ago. Found out that people are reporting it as if I lied about like I lied about what I said. That tells you who the fuck is who. So y'all, I'm gonna get off this live. I'm gonna ask y'all again if y'all can help us out with anything. I would greatly appreciate it, y'all, because I cannot hustle right now that they got my license suspended. I hate that this lady did this while my fucking license is suspended. And now I'm more disappointed in all my family that I reached out to way before this happened to help me out so that I can continue to do orders and support my children that's sitting here blaming me for talking about the brotherhood, saying that this is the reason why I'm going through this, but they contradict themselves. That if there was no brotherhood messing with me, then why are they showing their hands right now to intimidate me? What they this not how it works. If there was no brotherhood organization messing with me, why would I be getting put out right now? Why? Why would I get photo tickets in the mail that suspended my license so that I couldn't drive? What they really wanted is for me to drive, not notice, because they did it so covertly that I only found out because my SLOW, they call me that, so I like to troll myself, that my SLOW self had to research some stuff for something I was trying to do and realize that I had 2 photo tickets. Then I get a letter in the mail of another photo ticket. And now my license is suspended. They expected me to be driving so I could get pulled over and get my car taken and go to jail. And my folks sit back and watch this shit happen. So I'm gonna get off here. I feel a lot better, I promise you. Getting that off my chest, I will feel so much better if I get some help. I promise you. Like, I will feel so much better. I got my daughters to worry about. I got my granddaughter to worry about. I got so many people bullying my oldest daughter. Like, it's just so much going on. Like I said, I'm in the sundown town, y'all. I didn't know this was a sundown town prior to coming here. But I'm seeing, excuse me, I gotta say this shit. I'm seeing all of the corruption happen. I'm talking about evolving and involving corrupt organizations. Like, this ain't regular people. To the people who like the family members who like to play the blame game and say, well, it's because you be going live showing your location. No, listen, it's not the regular people in this town that's bothering me. It's actually authority figure people that's bullying me. So what do you say now? Because they know where I'm at. I didn't have to show that online. Actually, the people in this town bless me, give me gifts. They give me, I just got some Jordans from somebody that don't even know me, that say they see me every day. But y'all say it's my fault. Everything is my fault, right? Thank you. Thank you for making me feel worse than I already do. That my body is shutting down. That these people are threatening to amputate my legs, right? And my limbs. My hands are going, the circulation in my hands are going dead. And my doctor that I went to for a while, I left, came back, I could tell that she's being harassed and going against me because she won't order the test that I need to get done to show that I'm really fucked up. That I had to go out on my own and go to a rheumatologist to get x-rays to show that my bones are scrubbing so bad that I might have to get amputation. But y'all said that everything I'm going through is my fault. But see, look, God kept me alive so long. These people didn't expect me to survive this long. But y'all say I'm getting calmer. No, it seems like I'm being favored. Right? So instead of you just trying to play the blame game, do something to bless me. This message for you. So nobody got to send you the video. I'm sending it directly to you. See, look. The worst thing they ever did was try to send y'all my clips thinking it was going to make me, thinking y'all was going to hurt my feelings so bad to make me shut up. All you did was give me the ample and the ignition to expose this corrupt organization even more, because there's clips and things y'all never saw that y'all said that I was lying about. I never posted it online. You know why? Because I sent it directly to private investigators. I didn't need to show nobody online. But see, look, now I'm going to post it online since y'all said that there's nothing really happening to me. I'm crazy, right? when all it is a spectrum issue I'm going through. Y'all, some of them, the people that saying I'm crazier than me, y'all got schizophrenic diagnosis. I don't have a schizophrenic diagnosis. Before they diagnosed me with autism, they said it was bipolar. And what's so ironic that bipolar is mimicking autism. So the people that diagnosed me with bipolar, they missed it and they failed me by hiding my diagnosis from me. And you failed me by mocking me. I never took medication. Never. To the fake family that said, "Oh God, you're doing so much better." All it was a little sativa. So you lied to me. You said that I changed. No, nothing changed. It's just that the brotherhood backed off. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Bro, I am in so much fucking pain. I took 2 ibuprofens like an hour ago and it started to work, but I could tell that it's because I'm stressing so bad. All right, y'all. I gotta get off. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I was on live on